Hey guys, it's Eddie the Magic Monk. Welcome to another Bootstrap lesson. Today we're going to focus on popovers, and that is basically when you click somewhere on the page, for example, a word or a picture or a link, a little pop-up message box comes up, and you might be able to put some text in the pop-up box or some HTML code and so on. So how do we enable that? Well, basically, let's go to somewhere that you want to turn into a popover. So let's say I want to turn the word teaching into a popover. So let's go to where teaching is, which is over here. And I'm going to, just before that, type in the code for a link. So anchor hyperreference equals, now it is not actually a link that goes to somewhere else. So let's just put a little hashtag there. You use a hashtag because if you actually type something after the hashtag, then it will jump to that section on the page, which is not what you want. So that's why we just put a hashtag with nothing after it. And then after that, you put in data toggle all in one line. So I might just make it a bit wider so you can see this is all on one line. Data toggle. So that is just some additional information, another property that is attached to this anchor that shows Bootstrap what this anchor does. So it is a popover, and then we want to put some text inside the popover, so let's put data hyphen content, and I'm just going to put in here something about teaching. Magic Monk teaches 5 days a week or something like that. Okay, and finish off the HTML tag. And you can see Dreamweaver's automatically put /a in there for us, which we're going to copy and paste to after the teaching text. Okay, so if you save this, refresh the page, you will see that the word teaching is now a link, but it doesn't have the color that we want. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of styling, CSS styling, to make the text have a color of yellow, and make it important as well. So then this will show up over all the other styles for links. And so you can see here that it is a link, but if you click it, nothing happens because we have got it set up so that it actually doesn't link to another page or another section. But why isn't this part working? Why isn't the data toggle equals popover? Why is that not working? Because it hasn't been initialized. Okay, you need to run a little JavaScript function on the page to let the browser know that you want something to happen when you click on this text. So to initialize it, basically you need to go right down to the bottom of the page. Okay, let's go to just after /body. Let's put in a bit of script here. So put in here script /script. So in here we're going to put Jquery, but we've imported that, so you can treat it the same way as you would type in a bit of JavaScript. You can see we imported Jquery. So what we're going to put in here is we're going to say when the document loads, so $ document in bracket .ready. So when the document is ready, what happens? So make sure you put a little semicolon here. When the document is ready, we're going to run a function Okay, function bracket. So what is the function? The function is we're going to select the element with any HTML element with data toggle equals popover. Okay, we're going to select this element and we're going to run the popover method, which is part of Bootstrap. Okay, so it's going to run that function at the start when this page loads, and let's save that. And let's refresh the page. And now when you click on the word teaching, a popover shows up, but you can't see the text in there. Okay, so that's a bit awkward, so we need to be able to customize that. So let's go right up to the top of the page and let's have a look at we've got the data content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by changing the style of the popover. So let's just put in here dot popover. Okay, and let's just try to put in here color is black, and let's see what happens. Click that, color is now black. Magic Monk teaches 5 days a week. Okay, so what if you want this to pop up to, instead of to the right, we want it to pop up below teaching. So then you would go back to where it's got the popover data toggle, and before that you're going to put in data placement. Okay, data placement, and let's just put in here top. Okay, so let's see here, refresh the page, and now it appears on the top. So you can put here top, bottom, left, right, things like that. So let's try left. Okay, try left and refresh, and now it comes up on the left. So you'll see that with the popover, what happens is if you click somewhere else on the page, it doesn't go away. It only goes away if you click that text again. Okay, so if that is not what you want, then you want to put in here another property called data trigger equals focus. And what that does is now if I refresh, if you click on it to open the popover, it'll close when you click anywhere on the page. Okay, so it's a bit easier to close, but it's not going to close when you click on the link again. So it only closes when you click somewhere else on the page. So that is how you close a popover. So the last thing I want to show you is what if inside my popover I want to put in a bit of HTML. So for example, I might want to change the word week to a link or something like that. So I want to change the word week to a link. So then if you put in here 5 days a week and you put here a bit of HTML, so let's just try B to make it bold. Okay, that's the most basic HTML. Always try the most basic one first. And if you refresh the page, click it. Okay, HTML is not working inside the popover. I might just turn off data trigger equals focus right now because I don't want it to disappear every time I click it. Okay, so you can see here that week is the HTML is not working inside the popover. So to make it work, what you do is where you initialized it, okay, inside the popover method, you're going to put in here HTML : true. Okay, and what we need to do is put in here put that inside a little brace. Okay, because that's sort of CSS styling type thing. So let's save it. Okay, and just see what happens when I refresh it. Okay, now HTML works inside a popover, so you can put, theoretically, you can now put a link to it. So let's just turn the word week into a link to Google. So let's go href equals. Now notice that we use double quotation mark out here for the data content. So that means if you want to use a quotation mark inside here that does not close this double quotation, you're going to use a single quotation. http google.com, and then we're going to go /a after the word week. So save that and refresh, and you can see the word week is now a link, even though you can't see it because it is currently yellow. So let's go green or something like that. In the CSS, let's define it to be green. So click on that. Ooh, still not working. Okay, so the reason why it didn't work is because it needs this important keyword again. So make sure you add that in so it overrides wherever else we have specified the color for links. So make sure you put exclamation mark important, and then it shows up as the text being green. And then if you click that link, weeks, you click that, it'll link to Google. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.